Hello everyone and welcome to some more of the Outer Worlds. It is early as balls for me, but I've actually slept, so it's actually not all that bad. And let's see, DJ saying what doesn't count, so you're the first one to say something. Indeed you are. And also thank you for the early hydration. Weirdly enough, I actually need that. Weirder as well, my throat is not hurt after yesterday. That Smeagol stream was interesting. Also, before I actually probably get started, the tier 3 emote actually finally got approved, and it got approved, during the stream yesterday, but it wouldn't let me show it. So there you go. On hello Zero. Yawns. I'm not surprised. Early as balls where you are. Yes, that is the Dragon Soul emote. Sadly, it's only available at tier 3, but I felt really bad not having that filled, and I thought, well, Emoto made the emote for me, so I will use it. That is by no means a plea to get people to subscribe at tier 3. Please do not. That is a huge amount of money that I definitely do not deserve. Just got off work. Oh, ouch. Oh, that's even worse. Wow, for tiredness wise anyway. So yeah, I don't blame you for being tired, and if you're using this to help wind down before sleeping, I'm all for that. And yes, Emoto Soul is a thing. Didn't sleep well the last 2 days either. They're doing the plumbing and replacing pipes. Oh, and not the sort of plumbing that leads to the Balchick Wow Wow situation either. Just no, that's just a lot of clattering and banging and not in a good time. Zero, my fucking dumbass uncle decided when he saw me sleeping to prepare for work. Wow. Ampicillin rattles you to your bones. Yep. Fight what nature inflicts. Oh, there we go. I was just about to start reading it, but then it loaded up. He would shout what he needed to tell me. Oh, not good. Oh yeah, just got into the new facility and gone downstairs. Oh, this place looks like it's seen a bit of a battle. I can hear things. I can definitely hear things. All automechanicals, but still. It's like, motherfucker, shut up, I have to work. DJ was going to sleep, and somehow he didn't feel like he wanted to sleep, so he went to sleep at 3 AM and got up at 9, so 3 hours. No, that's 6 hours, DJ. I went to bed about midnight and woke up at 9ish as well, so I was definitely awake. Zero, I have a real job unlike him. All he does is gets bored sometimes and goes to town to wash a window. His wife makes the money for them. She's a registered nurse. Ah. Yeah, that's definitely a good reason to have a go at him then. A bit of a battle. It looks like Super Mutant Suicides decided to have a rave mini nukes in hand. True. Oh, why won't you show me your weak spot? Curse you. Okay, there's a fair few of them all at once. Right. Come on. I know you're there.
Down.
There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, maths is hard. Yeah, don't worry. Maths is one of those things that people just generally don't tend to get on with. Mal, I get that you have a phobia of mechanicals, but I feel like if I had a phobia, I'd deal more damage because kill it faster. Yeah. That's definitely my opinion, because, when it comes to, spiders, for example, most people will go, oh, it's a spider. No, I'll just put a cup over it, and, with a piece of paper, just gently take it outside. Me, with my phobia, firebomb the fucker. Full-on Molotov cocktail it. The only proper type of kill when they're involved is overkill. Moto, sorry Pat, but I'd rather, not sorry, gosh, this is a great start. Oh, sorry Moto. Zero switches to my head instead. Well, there's plenty of room, it's quite fluffy enough, so don't worry about it. For me, if I see a spider, I'll name it and tell it where it can't go. I had a spider like that once. Where I used to live a few houses ago, there was a spider on the ceiling near the light. And I said, Jeffrey, if you stay there, right there, and you don't move at all, you can stay. Otherwise, it's the end for you. He stayed. 2 days later, I see that he'd moved 2 inches. I was like, right, sorry, Jeffrey, Argos catalogue. Mal, in my old room, they couldn't go in the corner of my room above my bed, but they had the rest of the room. That is very fair. Because the last thing you want is a spider dangling above you. Because the number of times I've been, you know, sat somewhere or then, and a spider has just gone, ooh, and just hung there like, well, this is a little inconvenient. In your new room, you're henient because you're not in a bunk bed. Fair. Anyway, so I just only so I remember the thing of the size thing. My mood is a thing to say. Apparently, that's completely fair. Zero, he'd starve if he stayed forever. I don't care. Oh, lenient. L. Oh. I honestly thought that all the letters were there. You just, you know, mistyped a letter or something. I did not even. It didn't even compute that a letter was missing. Oh, I forgot my hack is awful. Disable sentry hostility protocol. Can't have done that already with bullets. From the manual, in an unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing, the most senior site safety engineer, or the sole member on assignment, shall initiate, by mandate of Auntie's corporate headquarters, the Pink Slip Protocol Manufacturers Directive included within all automechanicals stationed at the facility. From the site safety engineer, sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the Pink Slip Protocol button, that final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Ah! Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. No, it ain't. It really ain't. Have I seen India's lack of typal L's? Yes, yes, I have. I've seen her tweets. Oh, why couldn't it be like, you know, Q or Z? You know, the least typed letters in the whole English language. It's really, really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that mini triggers are being a thing for you today, Emoto. Fine complaints have been filed within the engineer office. Oh well. Sprat tails in coffee. That's definitely a complaint. Whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee needs to cut it out, or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny. I'm trying to clean up coffee-coloured vomit. Okay, that's hilarious. Missing Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, all aces, and the 3, 7, 8, and 9 of spades. Last seen on my desk in a solitaire spread. Reward if found, a friendly game of whist. Even if not returned, we can make do. Really, come play with me. Betting not required. Or we can place bets if you'd rather. I've got a couple of packets of sugar-free 0% sweetener left that I could barter. Oh, yeah, the receptionist. Zero. He always sounded remorseful for the button press for a moment, and then bam. Well, they weren't really my friends, so boom. I mean, maybe it'll just be this one, but you don't know. You're fine up until now, and surely it'll be fine just a bit. Yeah, let's just hope so before the Borderlands stream. Also, Baby Annie hopes Shu is okay. I'm sure Shu is fine. We wouldn't let our pet Sprat get involved in that. Complaint. Some thefts have been happening each time the power goes off, and the power keeps going off for longer each time. Coincidence? I think not. Folks are getting antsy as the year and the storm stretches, and that makes them mean. Oh. Thought I had a sneeze coming. Nope. Mal. That reminds me of the thing where someone got fired for allegations of dipping their tax sack in the salsa dip. Comment of, "You're a mega hoe if you can taste a hint of testicle in your salsa." That reminds me of a thing like, "You went to the hobby store and dipped your testicles in glitter? Pretty nuts, eh?" Apparently I'm in a really good mood today. I don't know why. I'm usually never like this when I'm ill. Now that's a pajazzle! And Emoto immediately wants an unjoke to make up for that. It wasn't my pun, but okay. Oh. How do you get Dick from Richard? Shorten his name. It's easy. DJ, I forgot to say this, but you're fighting the boss in a game named The Messenger. The mechanics it has, it flashes a lot, so out your eyes. Ooh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there are some games where it's like, oh yes, flashing lights effects. It's like, yeah, that's a little bit too much. I don't have epilepsy, but ow, my eyes. Verity's breath inhalant. Okay, I don't think I really want to know what the breath inhalant is. I'm just going to sell this stuff. Hang on a second. I think those might be the missing cards. I do not know how Richard shortens to Dick unless people just go Dick like Bick. I have no idea. Storm Cannon! I'm sorry, but I don't care what this thing is. If it's called a Storm Cannon, I kind of want it. Oh, I can't read those things. Storm Cannon. Well, yes, it does electricity DPS. I'm not surprised at that. This weapon fires multiple shots at once, each dealing reduced damage. That sounds crap. Forged from materials found in the atmosphere of Olympus. Not recommended for use by anyone suffering from lightning-related trauma. Let's try it. What's the point of having a release jewel of level 3 if it only gives 1 in the stat? Yeah, that seems a bit... That's a level 1 jewel. Moto is apparently the day of fuck your eyes and brain, we're going to have a rave party in your face. Oh, not good. DJ, not flashing lights effect, and it's a pixel game, so yeah, and you can't turn it off. Oh, yeah, not good. You can get the same bonus from level 1 jewel, yep. Richard, Rich, Rick, Dick. I don't see how you get from Rick to Dick, though. And yeah, as Sarah says, if it wasn't slang back then for what it is now. Also, Malk, I saw that New Vegas has weapon jams. Yep. You really want a remake, which I've seen talks about there may be a New Vegas 2 or remake. Yeah. Like, those seem to have been getting a little more prolific now that Microsoft has bought Bethesda and also owns Obsidian. There's like, pretty sure Obsidian don't actually want to work on another Fallout. Ladies, out the way. Oh. That's ridiculously awful. who first made the connection between Rick and Dick. Yeah. Emoto doesn't know either, but has no idea. That's the most logical progression I can think of. True. Her DLC is getting some little hate because invisible walls. Invisible walls, if done well, can be fine, but when they're invisible walls to like the scale of Skyrim, yeah, they're not great. I feel bad for Bethesda. They have to actually finish the games now before release. I would feel bad for Bethesda if I didn't absolutely hate the studio. Scatman. Yep. Weapon jams. The first image in mind was a guy just slathering strawberry jam on a super expensive fancy gun. I mean, yeah, that works. Because, you know, it's either that or it's, you know, refining a weapon down to jam and spreading that on your toast. But, assault rifle jam. That's all that the shake. Yeah, talk about underwhelming. Yeah, I was expecting, you know, from that, a massive pulse or massive lightning bolt. But no, 3 little orbs of static. Nah. Be back, need coffee? Go for it, Emoto. Shotgun launcher thing. It's not even... I mean, I suppose, yeah, in the sense of what it actually does, it is a shotgun. But at the same time, it's woefully underwhelming. It's like a grenade. It's essentially a cluster bomb launcher, but without any of the wondrous thing that you get from launching an actual cluster bomb, like, you know, multiple explosions. Sell things. Sell stun baton. Sell stun baton. Sell that. As much as I hate myself for keeping it, I'm keeping it. Because for some weird reason, I can't sell unique weapons in this, because I just can't bring myself to do it. Although I probably should, since I only have 100 weight allowance left. And I'm fairly certain that... Oh no, this stuff does actually weigh stuff. Okay, that's good. You like my version better of weapon jam. I kind of hope Microsoft buying them will allow Bethesda to get out of the Blade 76 rut and maybe get back into the good books of releasing games people actually enjoy. I'm going to stay quiet on that because I've never enjoyed a Bethesda game. I've tolerated them at best. When I heard that it shot multiple arcs, I expect to see tendrils of electricity shooting out, not a ball. Yeah, like, you know... Like, I know, the longer I hold it down, fires several bolts of lightning at once. Yeah, that would have been awesome, but no, just not. Wouldn't that particular jammer be a bit assaulty? Oh my god, Zera. Yeah, okay, yeah, you win on that one. Oh, wow. Jokes like that are so DM funny. I think it's probably a good thing that Emoto's gone to get some coffee right now, because she'd be screaming. Loot all the things. Literally all this game is for me. Looting everything. Screw the objectives, screw the storyline, just, you know, loot everything in sight and get annoyed when I can't open something. Can I loot it? No. Can I shoot it? No. What's the point of existing then? Aww, it's a sprat. Glad you appreciate that one, Zero. Come on, let me pick these things up. There we go. Don't need to tell me to shush, Pavati. Oh, there's something on the other side of there. Ooh, safe. Oh, it's only got some money in it and infested gold. Meh. I don't mind then. I'm just going to stay in stealth mode as if I'm playing Dishonored. In this game I actually forget there is stealth sometimes. Okay, so the jewels aren't levels, it's tiers. The perks assigned as better are given the higher tier gems. That still doesn't make much sense, but... Monster Hunter. Password. Disabled. Notice, password instant disabled, too many failed password attempts. Last login, perfect recall when the numbers and letters were swimming around on the page at the time. Doesn't help with horse fucking shite passwords. Haha. Advisory note to the lead chemist at the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to clause that, if measurable and material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result could be prematurely terminated. Who cares about your health more than Auntie Cleo? Nobody. Postscript. Jas, my darling genius, as you are likely now well aware, I must humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful oversized brain of yours, and consequently its nefarious agenda, are in fact failing faster than your ruined mid-last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds are onto your dodgy scent, and it's made them thirsty and bay for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floors with tangible, undoctored results, and soon, I'm heartbroken to report that the Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote, and the project will be scrubbed, wholly and completely. I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One CAM project is an embarrassment of epic proportions. Twice is unforgivable. Please, 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 I am begging on bended knee, send me a working prototype. At this stage, even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, at least until the next failed delivery milestone, your chief efficiency inspector, Dr. Mora. Ha! Zero, I can only imagine the horror of the seasoned gunmen hearing they have to turn their guns into jam. Oh, oh, Zero, you're just peppering these puns now. Mal, I can understand it more, just don't like how it works, because while release is good, wouldn't really class it as tier 3 myself, maybe tier 2. Yeah, it makes sense within its game world, but still, I don't like that. I don't like the fact like that. Attack duel 3 means should be 3 to attack or something like that, or something tangible like that. Not it gives it to attack, so therefore it's a higher tier. Just make these weapons with hidden elements do that element on top of their normal damage. Ah. Emoto is back with coffee and guacamole bread. Isn't that just avocado on toast? It does sound amazing, because give me avocado, give me anything with avocado in it. Nora Mora, my once darling, as you likely are now well aware, I don't want you to beg, I don't want you on bended knee, I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then, and only then, will I send you that blasted Anthracillin Plus, a ludicrously simple modification I can formulate in my sleep, or I am ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's but elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper. You understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from that first cursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emergent cosmic routes was leading us to this same destiny. No, it's guacamole bread. It sounds like avocado on toast. It's a pun battle, there's a lot at stake. Oh. That's like leading a field of cows through some, leading a herd of cows through a field of weed. The stakes have never been higher. DJ, I'm playing the DLC on the Messenger and you just found out you can run on sinking sand because of my running water shoes. Also can run on lava, though I have to keep running to make them work. I recommend playing with a controller if anyone wants to play this, because pressing X while moving with WSAD and jumping and attacking with the mouse is not comfortable. Yeah, that sounds like you eat claw hands like that. Emoto, no, I eat guacamole, I don't eat avocado. It's the same thing! Guacamole is pureed and spiced avocado. Ah. Pink slip protocol. Really? You hullheads went there. Never would I have thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately be so moronic as to cut off your own noses despite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually, once I ascended to the highest peaks of my genius. We were less than months away. Not that I'd expect a pea-brained layman to understand, nor is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot, and might I just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I am still alive. Wow. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never ever forget. Payback will be swift. Oh yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming. Just as soon as I perfect my formula and can focus on other matters, then you will rule the day, you pink-slipped the great Jasper Low. Buffoons. Eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources, the employee formerly known as Jasper Low. Oh my god, I sent it. I actually sent the message. Whoops. No, the spice makes all the difference. It's still the same thing. It's still avocado. Ooh. Steal the keycard. Munisol. Gel. Mal. So I've been killing my web to get a half-decent fire weapon. Already had a good one, which is why I was on about the release duel. So now, yeah, now I can actually progress the story, hopefully. Hopefully, yeah. And you have to jump if you want to move to a different direction. Oh. Yeah, no thanks.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a big one. Oh, there's a lot of them now. Well, there was. I think we're dead now. Oh well.
It's the last of him.
But it doesn't taste like avocado. It doesn't matter, it's still avocado. It doesn't, just because it doesn't taste like something doesn't mean it stops being something. Zero flops down dead for a while. You know, subtoxic Pringle byproducts. Hello, Pokey. Apparently my brain died before I did that. I mean, you know. Actually, I don't know if that's the preferred way around. Whether you'd want your... No, actually, I think it would want my brain to die before my body did. Yeah, because if my body died first, I'd just be trapped in hell. Yeah. Brain death first, please. Emoto, of course it's still avocado, but like to describe the thing I'm eating, say guacamole is more is more accurate. Or guacamole. I keep mispronouncing that. But still, it's still avocado! What's the difference? They both taste disgusting. To you, maybe, DJ. I adore the taste of both guacamole and avocado. Absolutely love them. And avocado on toast is one of my favourite breakfast foods. Yeah, brain going first, you won't really notice anything else. Exactly. Brain just does a death and then everything else is all like, hey, hey, I'm trying to die here, I'm dying, woo, doesn't anyone want to notice me? And brain's just like, eh. You unlike avocado when you can't pick out the taste. Oh, Moto. Shit! I'd been looting that entire room, ready to leave, and then I just noticed there's someone there. Whoops. It's basically creamed bravado. Thanks, Siri, doing God's work there. Yes. Yes. Creamed bravado. Yeah, I love it.
Auntie, have mercy. How'd you get in here?
Very big ladder.
How is that even possible? Lord, help me. I must be losing my wits.
Hello. Take it easy. I saw what happened out there.
I didn't have any friends here, but that don't mean I wanted to see heartless automechanicals rip everyone to
What
shreds.
happened to your tongue, lady?
I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back,
Now I can't stop looking at it. Thanks, Emoto.
Short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals.
The voice,
broke
yeah,
out
that
into
voice
a
really does
massacre,
not
and
fit
I
her.
realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here? Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Thanks. And yeah, nice going game way to make it so that you don't have to code any more NPCs onto my ship. Jasper Low. Apparently Jasper Low's at the top of this ladder, which I've just come down. I think. Or maybe... No, but he's back... No, he's back down there. Oh, no, he's over there. Okay. Okay, onwards it is. Onwards, upwards, and killing things in the way. Although, from what I've read of his text communications, I'm not so sure I want to talk to him. I have a feeling he's going to call me some form of idiotic buffoon or something like that. And make me want to shoot him. But no, I'm not playing my genocide run. I'm not doing genocide on this game. Not this save file. I'm not killing everyone I meet. Just some people. Just some people who really, really deserve it. I'm trying to be nice for the most part. This game makes it so much easier to be morally ambiguous. Oh. Looters' pockets. Terminal. Anthracillin Plus team. Welcome to the project. What is Anthracillin Plus? Anthracillin plus mint flavour. Works on humans plus canids. Just added a plus sign to the name. Wow. So they wanted this whole new product and it's literally just adding mint flavour to it. Wow. As you can see, branding is still working out the kinks, but luckily we've got plenty of time to finish the formula before they finalise the packaging and slogans. Now let's get working to brewing a bigger, better version of Auntie's Anthracillin. Reminder, friends don't let friends self-test their concoctions. Okay. Project update. Notice, effective immediately. Team, we're temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Low's proprietary Sky High mix, which maximises genius and productivity. After sampling Dr. Low's Sky High mix, the team agrees that this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run, and is so worth a momentary detour. Yates. Whoops. Project data. Meeting notes. Notes on today's meetings. This record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room. The resulting in immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, an uncontrollable sense of giddiness, and projectile vomiting. Side effects occurred in all meeting participants. Excuse me. As such, we cut the time block down to 1 hour from the standard 2-hour review. Meeting notes. Where the devil is Sullivan? I told that numbskull if he missed one more staff meeting, he couldn't make it, Doctor. He caught his hand in the specimen splicer again. Oh, you mean his remaining hand? Not anymore. Snickering. What was that I heard? I heard something. Nothing. No, I'm sure it sounded like a... Perhaps it's your imagination, Doctor. Right. When isn't it, Jasper? When isn't it? At any rate, he'll require a replacement. For his hand? Don't be asinine. For his productivity. We can't risk falling behind. Not now. Not when I'm at long last on the cusp of a breakthrough. You've balanced the mixture then? Marvellous, Doctor. Whispered to Yates. Bootlicker. Loud to Dr. Low. I'll have Kel put in a request for a personal transfer. If we're very lucky, we can get a new body with a supply drop coming next month. Elsewise, we'll have to wait a year. No, this is unacceptable. I distinctly smell... Hissing sound seeps through the veins. Coughing. What imbecile scheduled the test during release in this time block? This room is allotted for self-testing on Thursdays only. Laughing. I don't... Bleh. End of meeting notes. Oh... Poking a voice. It definitely is a voice. Oh. Sky High mix. Concoction 009B. Administered to Raptidon. Raptidon exploded. Administered lower dosage. Raptidon exploded, but more slowly. Wow. Oh, Concoction 009C. Administered single drop to self. Woke on the turbine platform, naked, drenched, and holding a handful of severed sprat tails. Test Concoction 010. Misplaced calculations. Concoction 010A+. Added mint flavouring. Tested on canid. Breath markedly improved. Canid exploded. This is fantastic. Anthracillin Plus. Milestone 1 and 2 met. Milestones 3 to 10 not met. Milestone 11 apparently missing. Milestone 12 in progress. Ah. They were testing something and it caused things to explode. Explosions are the best result. They are. They're evidence of some genuine volatile reactions. Where it says that thing reminds me of a thing you saw a while back. That's mildly worrying. Oh, need a key card. Oh, I need better lockpick skills. Well, he looks a bit wired already. He actually looks like he's dancing from this distance. He's dancing and talking to himself while holding a bottle of his own Sky High thing.
Where did I put the... Oh, wait. Almost forgot that Yikes is dead. That's good, actually.
My chauffeur almost hit a damn bird. It refused to fly away, so she had to slow to a crawl for it to hop out of the road and then fly away. Wow. And by chauffeur, you meant your mum at your moment. I thought you might have meant that. That's how I used to refer to my mum when she drove me around the place. To be fair, she also referred to herself as that as well. Moto, like it was a German YouTuber walking up a broken set of stairs. Like the steps were flat on the ground, so he wasn't getting any higher, and his friend was like, "That's your career progress right there." That's hilarious. Oh, but well, there's not much in there I actually want. Did I just shoot you? No, pop.
Hey, be careful.
I will not be careful. I will steal your stuff before I talk to you. All of it. You're on your PC, GG? Cool. Oh look, I could have sneaked in here as well if I didn't have the keycard. How the automechanicals did not get in here, I do not know. Can I tinker? I don't think I've actually gone up a level. Oh yes, I have. I just don't have the bits. Pop. Yes. Yeah, insufficient bits. Yeah. Did I just do what I think I did? I did. I tinkered the wrong thing. Whoops. Well, I couldn't have tinkered that anyway because I need 17,759 bits. I'm not that rich. DJ, you can't get the phone number, you're not allowed one. Oh, that sucks. And thank you for the hydration reminder. Ugh. Go get new fabric to make a case for your phone? Go for it, Moto. Glorious success. Yes. And thank you, DJ, for the contribution to the new challenge, which, yes, I forgot to mention. New challenges started as of, well, technically, yes, last night. If people are able to raise 50,000 channel points in 30 days, I will go back to Dark Souls 2, and I won't rage quit this time. Well, I will rage quit, but I won't end the series. So yeah, if people want to see me go back to Dark Souls 2, there's a challenge for you. Have I stolen everything? I have not stolen everything yet. Just stealing all of his drugs before I talk to him. All of them.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
I didn't manifest. I came through the door quite loudly after shooting things very loudly. Pokey. I've generated Pokey. His interest. DJ O0 got some points left. People do like the idea of me playing Dark Souls 2, apparently. Is it bad if I said kind of don't want to see me go back to Dark Souls 2? It didn't look fun for me. To be honest, it was more the fact that it's just really annoying. It's not Sekiro. Sekiro is just crap. Dark Souls 2 is crap, but I feel like it's the only Soulsborne game I haven't finished. Because I'm so close to finishing Bloodborne. It's like, kind of feel like well, not so much have to, but really kind of want to, just for my own sake. And also, you know, I quit so early on in the game. What form are you talking about? I ain't kill him. I'm not going to kill him, not yet.
Sky High. My magnum opus of psychostimulants. I feel like I've already explained this to the last hallucination.
I'm not a hallucination.
Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting.
He realised that pretty damn
I
fast.
have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
I mean, fair questions. When the entire thing has been overrun by automechanicals, yeah, that's a fair question. Pokey's contributing 1,188 points to return to Dark Souls 2. Well, Pokey wants to see me do Dark Souls 2 at least. When I figure out, I'll tell you. Can't see the same thing.
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. Little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the Pink Slip Protocol. Right. That answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Something tells me he's not looking for caffeinoid, Captain.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
I mean, to be fair. Lie at 40, pat my pockets, sorry I only have stale drugs on me, or charm, offer him something. Only the freshest for my friends. I'm not sure what I want to do more. I'm not sure what I want to do more at all. 3% already to the challenge. Yep, just from 2 contributions. I can tell I'm going back to Dark Souls 2. Last hit I needed to repel the monster was a fucking stone. Oh, and just in case, you know, just in case anyone's doubting my thing about Dark Souls 2, and, you know, if I'm prepared for it, I've already installed it, so, you know, get those points in. I'm gonna lie to him.
Ugh, stale drugs. Well, what's one more disappointment anyway?
I need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all.
I think I'll be the judge of
Gorgon is
that.
a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren
Brokomoto
asteroid
noises.
belt.
Hey Moto,
The
you
chem
should
lab
have a
is a
lot of channel
graveyard.
points. You've not been using
You
many.
won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Someone's been wanting to say Gorgon. Yep.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you.
Mal, fucking hour just had a
Indulge
massive
me
stalactite
with a
hit me in the head and knocked me out.
And I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical
Most of means
turbine
actual
is
money.
offline.
Yeah.
Without
I
any
understand
power,
that.
I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
DJ, you have a gun. You don't. I'll be the judge of that. Yep. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Rip your
Take
character
the
mouth.
elevator to
Definitely
the storm
rip.
platform at the top of this facility.
Rip your character more than me on
Reactivate the
Bloodborne.
turbine, and I'll give you the
The
access.
motor has 14,650 points. Jesus. That's quite a lot. I mean, to be fair, you are here a lot and you don't redeem them all that often. In fact, you pretty much only ever redeem them when you want an unjoke to make up for a pun that I've done. Or maybe the occasional Smeagol says. You hoard them, though. I understand. On Brett's channel, I've got 277,000 channel points because I don't spend them. I sit there and accumulate them and hoard them and say, haha, I am the dragon of the channel points. There'll be no carrying in Dark Souls 2 by Pokey. That's fair, Pokey. I do not expect to be carried through Dark Souls 2. I wasn't carried through Dark Souls 3, somehow. And Dark Souls 2 will just be me and my incompetence. And this platform started before I even pulled the... before that thing even moved. And... okay, Parvati and Ellie not with me, and I am going very far up. Oh, Parvati's scared, even though she's not with me. Oh! Yeah, sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. Pop. 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 Oh, there's another one. There we go. Oh, there's 3 more over there. Emoto is the undersized, fluffy, wingless dragon of this channel. Yes, true. And well, Brett's point thing isn't really fun. Yeah, Brett's not got any custom things anymore. Mostly because people were being dicks about them. Oh, and Ellie's down? Jesus! I don't see that one. Oh, it's a turret, that might be why. Anchored circulating turret drone. Parvati's getting very excited about this, even though she's nearly dead. Hi! In your weak spot. And again. Killed them. That's a big boy. It was a big boy. That was 2 big boys. How can you be a dick with channel points? How kind of commands did he have? He had the hydration and posture check ones and people just spamming them. Like, literally just spamming them to him, and it's like... it's kind of not the point of it. There's the adrenaline kicking in. Yep. Oh god damn it. Yeah. Like, Brett's fan base is simultaneously the most generous and also the most trolliest group of people I've ever seen. I mean, to be fair, his fan base is pretty fucking huge. But on Twitch, you got the generous ones, and then you got the people who are just trolls. And it's like, the trolls just make it so that none of us can have nice things. Oh, great. Maintenance, diagnostic, maintenance required. Well, Parvati, there's a reason you're with me now. Going to need your I almost said medical expertise, but no, that's Ellie. We're going to need your mechanical medical expertise. That's how these things work. I'm sorry, is that the maintenance that's required? I need to pull 2 levers. Okay then. Okay then. Oh, balls. There's more of them. There we go.
That's the last of them.
It's dead. Okay, so hopefully now it activated all. Fingers crossed. Welcome user, junior electrical technician number 9. Ah! Woo! It works.
Are you sure we can't hang around for a bit? I want to get a look at its innards.
Aww, Parvati. We're going through dragons here, which is dragons, which I'm more likely to be one of the undead dragons, or another name for it, why the fuck am I alive dragon. That's how I feel most mornings. Hey, good afternoon, Charlie. I'm doing well. My throat is, oddly enough, not at all hurt after the Smeagol stream yesterday, and, yeah, just having fun in the Outer Worlds, because it's a fun game. Actually sounds a lot more sarcastic than I was supposed to. It is actually a fun game. What's this? Security diagnostic. Oh. Status offline. Security turrets are non-operational due to critical damage. Whoops. That might have been my doing, yes. Alright, so... Why is no one in this entire fucking manga dojo writing while know what wholesome actually means? If your goddamn partner is shaking in your arms because they're afraid of what you do to them, that's not fucking wholesome. Yeah, that's really not. Parvati, you getting turned on from this? Possibly. Knowing Parvati, she is very much, very mechanically minded, but also asexual. So, she's having fun. Shock Can Hyper. That would have been good to have before I fought with adult mechanicals. But hey, it's fine. Good old-fashioned, really high-damage bullets did the trick instead. I want to go and explore what this is. Mag picks. I've got way too many mag picks, considering I barely ever use them. Because I'm at a weird level of skill, apparently, that either something doesn't need mag picks, or I just can't plain unlock it. Come on, girls. There it is. Let's descend. Oh, Jesus. That's fast. I have a feeling that my weapon's starting to take a bit of damage. That's not that bad. Condition 66.5%. It's not that bad at all. Could be way worse. Sounds wholesome to you? No, DJ, that's not wholesome. That's not wholesome. That's, you know, that's evident of abuse. And abuse is definitely not wholesome.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I
That's
have
just
you to thank for
worrying.
realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Now get me inside the chem lab.
You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
I need help with security in there.
Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses.
Thanks.
I don't like the idea of going back to that place. To that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
You don't incriminate later on your turn will be ashamed someone sent it. I kind of already did. But I'll use the persuade to give me more XP.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
Bye. Oh, level 32. Nice. To be fair, I've already got those just over 100, so make them 105. Now what do I do with these? Increase magazines. I use lance weapons. Quiet weapons deal more damage. I don't use quiet weapons. Lone Master Noop. Maybe Traveller. Ability to fast travel when encumbered might be. All these ones are from companion ability things. I do not use them. No, I'm gonna grab that. Better interactable range. Or better highlight interactable range. Oral scanner. Ow. Okay, it's right below me. How do I get below me? Wait a minute. Tis back to my ship is where it's pointing. Okay, dokie. Right. So all the other things in this game have been like, you know, give me waypoints throughout the map. This one just says, nah, go home. This is where your home is, go there. Find your own way there. If you get lost, I don't care. I've already done this. There we are. Also, it'll take me an hour, but I'll finish this first. Well, finish off the area that I started last week. You know, there's some progress. At least you can finally get back to the chem lab and get on with things. Nothing to say, Ada? Okay. Okay. Back to Gorgon it is, then.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Should probably repair my weapons before I go out there. Oh yeah, I was going to take her to Groundbreaker. Should probably do that first. Just one moment. Most of the messages get screwed or do I not want to read them. I didn't read them because I thought you were saying to they were there for DJ's benefits only, but yeah. Most wants to explain the difference. Partner is hugging you because you're afraid of something else. That's wholesome. Partner is hugging you because you're afraid of them or their actions. That's concerning at best. Yeah. Break down. Break it down. Oh, that's a science weapon. Employee benefits is a science weapon. This experimental device was created to keep employees on their feet, regardless of how much pain or exhaustion they may be experiencing. As all good workers know, unconsciousness is just another word for wage theft. Ah! This weapon slowly heals whoever is targeted by its beam. The amount healed increases with the wielder's science skill. Using the weapon on a downed companion will eventually revive them, but a body can only take so much punishment, so a recently revived companion cannot be revived again. I have a healing pistol. I will literally shoot them better to better health. I just got worried because of the hiccup. Sometimes it screws with your messages and you have no way of knowing. That's fair, Moto. I'm sorry that it's worried you. DG, how's your character scared of AI but is totally okay being a ship that's controlled by AI? My character is not scared by AI. My character is scared by automechanicals. So, robots. So, being in a ship controlled by Ada, no problem at all. However, being near one of my crewmates, I will try and find them. As long as there's room. There he is. If you can see on next to my health bar, the little spider icons appeared. My phobia is activated. Being near this guy, this party member, activates my phobia. So I can never take him as a party member because he'll permanently be screwing me. Oh! Okay, so we just picked up a load more supplies and I will just steal everything from my companions. I could have sworn that I've already looted their rooms before, but hey, if it's all new stuff and... Raptidon musk. Potent. Earthy. One whiff of this and a Raptidon will tear through 6 inches of armor just to get to you. Kinky. Put robot, but, well, iPad. But fair. Hi, Ellie. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna steal your ship. I mean, in fairness, most of Ellie's stuff I've already taken. Salmon. Framed insurance check. Proof that crime pays in monthly installments. All things exist for a reason. All things have a purpose to serve. Maximilian de Soto. Oh, it would have been for Max. I love the fact that, you know, I'm picking up these items for other companions, and it's putting them in their rooms, even though I don't actually have the companion. And never will. Spade. Oh, Parvati does drugs. Faded air freshener. It's lemony fresh. We're about going to get more forward. Go for it. Right. Okay, so she's gone to the groundbreaker. So I've docked with the groundbreaker, which means that I suppose that the receptionist has gone. I'm just going to exit just to make sure that she's gone. Yep. And then going to head back to Gorgon. Loading screens. It's probably the only downside of this game is the loading screens are so long. Or can be. Which has a weird as fuck mood and you don't know where to put it. In bed. That's where I put all the moods I don't like. I put them to bed. Okay, I'm in Groundbreaker. Hello Parvati in my face. Hello Ellie in my face the other side. Yep, I generally have not seen any of them. Yep, okay. Excuse me. Back to the Unreliable, to go back to Gorgon to get another loading screen. The things I do to make sure that the stuff's actually activating properly. Although to be fair, when I said the things that this game's going to do to stop stop it from rendering additional NPCs in the Unreliable, it rendered her still in the Unreliable. So, well, foot in my mouth gone. So like I've got all the baby anime fluffies. I also want to sew, which is like an infliction of demonic masochistic possession, but I don't have the fabric yet, which I'll just have to wait for about a week before I get it, and just, yeah. Yeah, that's annoying, Moto. DJ, you're back, and you got a Mega's pencil strawberry and an apple. Ooh, tasty. I can't tell if I actually used the proper, if I went to the proper one or not. That time I definitely am. Even if it's not actually changed anything, I'm now definitely in the right place. Definitely.
Look at those stars. Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
How does Parvati? Right, now I'm... Where am I going? Oh, I'm going over here, am I? Do I have anything else? Why do I get the feeling this is just basically the same route to the same objective, just two different ways of going about it? Kind of hope not.
If you have not been authorized for an emergency evacuation, you may send a request to your manager.
Moto, like, do I seriously want to hand sew a thing that needs to fit my phone perfectly, aka a thing with straight lines, hand sew Like the thing where you have to hold needles in your hands and try not to stab yourself. Yeah, I can see where that's going to be an issue. Having used to hand sew myself before, yeah, that's not going to go well. DJ, I think this is a place that people got a tiny bit annoyed because of invisible wall, and some of the pipes not made properly. Ooh. Yeah, that could be an issue. Oh! Well, I suppose that's one way to take care of marauders. And I can't get in there. I can't get in there at all. With Blakesley's access key in hand, you can make your way into the human and North drilling facility to set in the authorization override signal. Yeah. So it's basically these are both the same ways of doing the authorization or override. So how the hell was I supposed to get into that one? Like you can see them, but you're trying to stand on it, you just go right through it. Ah, yeah. That's something hasn't been designed with having collision. Generally because the developers did not expect you to get there. Jesus, he teleported. I swear he teleported to where I was.
Everyone all right?
I forgot that they would have respawned because this game has respawning wandering enemies. Completely forgot that was a thing. Just grab you as well, get raw stuff. Oh, let's see, I wonder if it's just going to be easier. I think it is just going to be easier to try and go to that one instead. Especially seeing as there's next to no fast travel points between here and there. Although, is that something? Is that an overbridge I see? That is an overbridge I see. Is that an overbridge across both parts? It is an overbridge across both parts. Yes. Music is nice here though. That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Like, weirdly, everything about Gorgon is really peaceful apart from the enemies on it. So, you know, the sights are nice, the sounds are nice, that's all lovely, and then you have the marauders and mantisaurs and all that kind of stuff spoiling it. Yeah, sounds about right for the Outer Worlds. And the sun outside combined with my light is just making it so that I am completely pale. Problem is though, if I turn the light off, it's just going to, I'm just going to look awful. Oh wait, no. Part of that was actually down to the loading screen. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to do the voting thing again. You're going to draw Baby Annie. I have no ideas so far though, so you need input. Okay everyone. Moto needs input on what to be doing with Baby Annie, drawing wise. Wholesome options only, and I'm sure she'll actually give a proper list in a second. I think your dogs are being bad girls. Ooh, not good. No, that's a sprat. I honestly thought there was something else attacking me, but no, it's just a sprat making noises. You're welcome, Moto.
Never seen a corporation spend this much on a place only to let it rust. Except for Monarch and an Emerald Vale. Okay, I take it back.
Whatever happened here must have been real bad. If Spacer's Choice just up and abandoned it.
I mean, true, but also this is Spacer's Choice. We were at Roseway. That's exactly the same as what Auntie Cleo did there. Okay, let's start with the season. Okay, voting is open. Spring, summer, autumn or winter. Mine is for autumn because it's always the best choice for me because it looks lovely. And it's not too hot. And DJ has voted winter because don't like the other seasons. Fair. For me, I personally like autumn and winter, but visually autumn is nicer for me. Oh. Excuse me. That was all. Mal's also been voted winter. 1 vote for autumn, 2 for winter. I think that's going to mean winter gets it. I have been outvoted. I know you're there. I can see your tick. There. Oh, shite.
Make him regret it. The last of him.
And still looks pretty. Now we'll do early winter, like late autumn, early winter. No, that's fine. No, honestly, go with the snow. Go with the snow and heavy winter. I'm quite happy being outvoted. If popular opinion goes more towards winter than autumn, then go for it. Autumn is literally just my personal preference. Because I like, you know, the blending of oranges and golden colours and all that. So much loot. There is so much loot in this DLC. It's hilarious. I've got way too much ammo as well. Way too much. With a weapon that usually 1 or 2 shots things, having 5,373 bullets, plus the 9 that's in the magazine, I'm pretty sure I can kill the entire galaxy without having to pick up any additional ammo. Mozo, note it won't draw intricate backgrounds, so the implications for seasons will be clothing choices and maybe things like props such as a snowball, snowman or red leaf or something. Ah, then winter. If that's the case, then it's winter for me as well. Because autumn clothing is just so vague and nebulous. Yes, iPad, I want to undo what I said. What did I say, iPad? I said nothing. All votes for winter, yep. Unanimous voting for winter. You watch as now Mal changes his vote to autumn. Indoors or outdoors? Outdoors. Winter is a winner. Yep. I would go for outdoors because winter clothing in the outdoors makes a lot more sense. Because I personally will only ever wear warm stuff indoors when I am severely ill. Wow, not severely ill, but, you know, just ill. I mean, yesterday, before I... Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? But I was actually sat here in a hoodie, as well as my normal clothing, and I was not overheating. It's like, whoa, yeah, this means I'm not at all well. And now I'm fine. I'm sat in a normal t-shirt, and I'm fine. I'm slightly warm, but... So my upper body is slightly warm, but my toes are frozen, so... There you go. Overall, I'm at my normal temperature if you take it on average. Go away with the loading screens. 2 votes for outdoors now. You made your fans scream again. Ooh. That's a bit in the face of space as a choice. Okay, so we've got observation room and maintenance access. Okay. Okay, you're going on your iPad. Go for it, TJ. Ooh, Space's Choice cards. All dead. All over the place. Ladies, I'm sorry, have you been talking with Pokey and Mal? Thank you. Okay, outdoors it says. Yay, outdoors wins. Mal says we're innocent. You know you are far from innocent, Mal. Okay, now for a mood. Somber and calm, fun, exciting, cute and sweet, or other. It's Baby Annie, so I always go for cute and sweet. Ooh, I think we're gonna have to have that. Like, this may have a huge chunk of armor, but this has a 25% damage bonus to headshot and weak shot. It's like a microscope, but strapped to your face. Good for seeing things you really wish you hadn't. Metal eyepiece fitted with a one-of-a-kind, bulletproof magnifying lens and a number of supplemental instruments. Yes. Shush. I don't want to hear the jingle. I've had my fill of these jingles. Already picked up 51 adrenaline time. Jesus. That sounds so bad with the audio delay.
Ugh. Something smells like a marauder's armpit.
Oh, it reeks like death warmed over. I'm gonna hurl.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can see why it smells that bad. Well, let's push on through. Gonna need a shower after this one. Savage test subject. Hysterical test subject.
We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
They clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
I reckon we've seen the worst of Halcyon already. How bad could this be?
You had to go and jinx it, didn't you, Pavati? That's got to be the most dance-like pose I've ever seen a dead body in. At least in this game. Pokey said it's just Minerva's Den again. I can't even deny that. It's actually very much like Minerva's Den. Except with instead of splicers, we've got hysterical test subjects. Which, to be fair, there's not much difference between them. Incoming messages. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, Emoto's thought for now. Winter setting, Annie in the fluffiest, slightly oversized coat, eating, drinking something hot. Now needs a suggestion for something a little child can eat cutely. Marshmallow. Or toffee apple. In order to minimise damage to the company's profit and or personnel, please observe the following guidelines during the volunteer induction process. 1. Do not touch and or handle test subjects. Please defer to security personnel. 2. Avoid using inflammatory phrases or terms such as untested chemicals. Consider patented Spacer's Choice formula. Test subject. Consider valued volunteer. Cells. Consider living quarters. 3. Remind subjects that compliance is one of the requirements of their contract with Spacer's Choice. 4. Do not interrupt official Spacer's Choice communications and or marketing while directing volunteers. Toffee apple. Do you not know what a toffee apple is, Emoto? You have a helicopter in your hallway. That is a phrase I don't think I've ever seen before. Architect's balls. Is that all of the guidelines? Look, these people are coming here from Tartarus. Don't let your guard down, don't get friendly, and don't get close. If everyone does their job right, these volunteers will leave this facility as free and upstanding citizens. Well, they won't. You don't know if you know, maybe just different term, languages and thing, remember? True. Essentially, apples that have been somewhat cooked in something sweet and then coated with caramelized toffee, and it's put on a stick and then give to children around. When actually? I don't know, sometime in winter. I don't know. I just immediately thought toffee apples. In light of certain recent developments, our friends at OCI have generously provided us advice and guidelines intended to ensure the best possible outcomes for our research here at Human Inquiry and Auditing. To that end, we will be establishing new testing parameters and volunteer preparation guidelines, effective immediately. These guidelines will be provided to you at your stations. I really would like to congratulate you all on what you've achieved so far. Keep your heads down and your minds focused on the work, and the rest will come easy. If you have any concerns, kindly forward them to my assistant, Benjamin Morley. Most of think, you know what that is, you think? I don't know what it's called in German though, but you'll have a look. Fair. Really soft dark chocolate. It's also a possibility. Every volunteer means just that, Ms. Sonoda. We're entering a vital phase of testing process, and that means every volunteer participates in the trials. It's all the more critical that we maintain careful records of the dosages involved, of course. We count on you for that. Thank you very much. Hydration reminder, DJ. Apparently I need it. Mark as complete. Outgoing messages. Subject, help. Weaver, have you seen my office keycard? If this is one of your little tests, it's not funny. Security is already at full burn. They're going to lose their bolts when they catch me taking the long way around to the faculty areas. Please tell me it's sitting on your desk or something. Oh. A wayward keycard. Volunteer quarters. So those are called maintenance access. Well.
Got it. Inside voices.
I love Pilates sneak tips. Got it. Inside voices.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream at a time.
Volunteer quarters? I've slept in cargo holds nicer than this.
It's
Yeah.
so homey, almost. Whatever brought these folks here, they were just people. Same as us.
You think so? But whatever happened here turned them into the weird, scary, nasty marauders we now know. That's a lot of dream time.
This is your time to shine.
Someone blew a hole in the wall.
Remember, compliance with all instructions from facility personnel is stipulated.
And I see at least 4 enemy ticks. Let's see, can I see any if I do it? Can I see the one in front of me there? Okay. Mostly thought of something different apparently. Looked up toffee apple on Wikipedia just to be sure, and those do not look like a hot food. Then possibly I'm thinking of something different then. Oh! Pop.
Nice one!
I'm starting to get the feeling from, you know, the fact that they've had their backs turned to me. This might be a thing of like, you know, you'll get extra bonus points based on how many of these guys you do not kill. But I'm morally ambiguous for a reason. Oh, there's a test subject. Test subject drug drone. Okay.
Who's ready for more?
But yeah, I'm not too good. I'm not too good with, you know, like, I don't know, hot food that's also a treat, because I just generally don't like hot food unless it's a proper meal. Because, heat. Maybe I thought of a baked apple. It's called Bratapfel in German. Possibly. Although one of those sounds nice, because I can definitely imagine the fact that one of those will be baked with a cinnamon stick in the middle of it instead of the core, and oh, apple and cinnamon. Enter testing supervisor's passcode. Get inside the observation room.
Wow, you could spy on just about everyone from here. Mr. Thompson would have been over the moon.
Test chamber 1, that's where I've just been. Yeah, you can fit with lots of things, including cinnamon. Doesn't look like an outdoor food, though. I mean, yeah, true, it's not. Test chamber 2. There's definitely some down there. Well, opened up to that at least. Okay.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all.
Oh, more of those on sweet, hot, wintry foods, please. Yeah, I'm definitely not good for those. Don't blame me for not feeling good, Pavati. We are now in a morgue. A very badly kept morgue. Jeweled ring. So it's not grave robbing if they're already dead and people have already robbed it. I'm just, you know, repurposing what's been robbed already. Okay, so what's down here? Well, it looks homey. Yeah.
I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
I'm washing my memory out with a bottle of Spectrum Red once we're back on the ship.
I don't blame you. Why are they being fed into... Oh, they're being fed into an incinerator. Okay. Bodies are just being incinerated. Okie dokie. And then... Oh, it's not an incinerator, it's a garbage compactor. Oh. So all those garbage cubes that we saw in the tunnel that we started in, they were people. They were cubed up people. Twitch hates it so much as to make the streams draw up. Probably for the best. Twitch is doing its own version of censoring. Ellie, right in my face. Messages. Incoming messages. From Sandoval. I don't want to play anymore. Let's just do our jobs, okay? Outgoing messages. This week's bet. Alright, my 10 bets are on 52F. I know what you're thinking. He's so skinny, he's got to be bad odds. But I'm a gambling man, Victoria, and I've got an eye for this now. What do you think? No, I'm not talking about subjects, Vicky. I'm talking about the numbers. I've been keeping track of how many bodies we process every day and every week, and the number fluctuates, but never too much. 1 and 3 and 2 and 5 and 1 and 1 and 2, and then 10. Just look at the chart I left on your desk. You can see for yourself that there's a pattern. You see it, right? I don't want to see a pattern. I don't want to see a pattern. DJ, I'm not going to lie. I probably did the same thing in Terraria. Oh, I just saw the cube people. Never mind. Yeah, the cube people is definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. Although, to be fair, what's on the other side of this barred door? Oh, right. It's here. Shortcuts, basically. Kind of wish that I'd gone to the chem lab instead, although I'm kind of worried to see what the chem lab held. Come on. Into the elevator both. Oh, fine. Oh, they came in anyway. So near overway terminal from Blakesley's terminal. There's a fair few automechanicals here, but they're all dead. That's good. I'm glad they're dead. I don't like fighting them. Supervisor. And a locked door. Can I open the locked door? Of course I can't. It's maximum lockpick level. It's terminal. Oh, it's Morley's terminal. Oh, I can't hack into deleted messages. Makes sense. I don't want to go with you if you've seen the cube people. Yeah. Maybe you can give him a mug of hot chocolate with marshmallows. Yes. I was thinking about marshmallows. I don't even like marshmallows all that much. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. Concerns. This isn't about a few volunteers, Morley. Most of test group SC22A is already gone. Subject 17 is non-verbal. We've had some luck using small amounts of the compound to coax him into the testing rooms. To be honest, some of the staff were starting to worry me too. It's not just that ghoul and disposal either. Weaver's convinced that the compound's getting into the ventilation system somehow. I've caught her scrubbing her hands raw at the washing stations. I've tried reciting our safety protocols to her, but it hasn't seemed to help. I'm starting to think she might not be wrong. In Germany you put whipped cream. You can put whipped cream over it here as well. Just, you know, sometimes you can have both. Yeah, squirt the whipped cream on and sprinkle mini marshmallows on top of it. I wouldn't though, because I don't drink hot chocolate, and B, that's far too sweet for me. DJ, I don't like marshmallows or hot chocolate, but put them together and they taste nice. That's fair. Condolence letters. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Something saccharine and noble. Feel free to invent next of kin if they're not none on record. Use the cheap paper. Leave letters on my desk, I'll dispose of them shortly. Okay. Outgoing messages. This notice is to inform all HIA staff that the testing associate Angus Rawn is no longer a Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals employee, effective immediately. As valued members of Spacer's Choice family, I trust that you'll all pull together to shoulder Mr. Rawn's responsibility in his place. Okay. Dr. Blakesley, the missing test subject has been found and apprehended. Apparently he got into the testing department, where he remained. I'm afraid nobody noticed for several hours. Hennessy had him doing paperwork. I think it's clear at this point that subject SC44B-12 didn't get out on his own. As far as we can tell, he didn't have much of an escape plan. The door was simply unlocked for a short period of time during the night. In the meantime, I've made it clear to the security forces that no further breaches will be tolerated. Archive messages. Moto likes cold chocolate, like cold chocolate milk. Ah, you don't like marshmallows or whipped cream. I don't like any of it. I just don't like any of that kind of stuff. Just ugh. Morley, how do I delete this message? Clarence, later results are in. As you hoped, you'll find that the violent cases now account for a smaller overall percentage of the testing pool. I expect that will change in about 2 or 3 weeks, so you better get the report out to Goodfellow in a hurry. In the meantime, dosing all of the test subjects mean that HIA is now in the business of generating aggressive psychotics. So if you could take 2 minutes out of your fundamentally pointless existence to somehow make it clear to Mr. Goodfellow that I need an update on those resources I requested, as well as a matter of additional security, increased oversight at Chem, or any kind of explanation of what the fuck.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs. Now I'm afraid I have to find a more permanent way to put you down.
I don't know how much more of this I can take, Captain. I'm about to chew my own hands off with nerves.
Can we punch this asshole in the face, Captain? Eventually?
Yes, we can, Ellie.
Yeah, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
You're recording, by the way. Damn it! The level is a horror map with really funny stuff at the same time. Pretty much. Dear Sir and or Madam, this notice is to acknowledge payment in full of all funeral expenses pertaining to Henry Blakesley. Enclosed you will find an invoice for receipt, handling and delivery fees, as well as a witness statement as to the exemplary loveliness of the eulogy. Spacer's Choice offers its condolences as well as its congratulations for your unflagging work ethic. Now I can see why she has all this booze. Can't stop laughing, but you're scared as well. Yeah, that's pretty much how Obsidian seem to do horror. Broken datapad. Our first test group should be here in just a few hours. I suppose I should be catching up on sleep, but it's far more important to mark the occasion. I really think we can achieve something here. Every citizen of Halcyon wants to be of use, deep down. This compound can restore industry and work ethic even to outlaws and miscreants. We won't need places like Tartarus anymore. Dissidents will be a thing of the past. Chem has sent over its first shipment of the mystery drug, and the testing chambers are operational. Once we've proven out our methods, it will be that much easier to convince OCI to invest in better equipment. The remaining entries are inaccessible. Okay. Messages. Marion, it's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day, or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA's status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, and who's been administering them. To these reports, you will append a mortality record. This record will include an accounting of the burn-down rate of our current stock of volunteers and compound ampules, in addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries. I want to see charts, Mary. Big fucking charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. Ooh. Marion, personalise and forward the following note to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one. Ollie. Dear Name, it is with regret I write to inform you of the death of your relation, Name. They died peacefully, attended by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult time, though it may offer you little comfort. Know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive Halcyon. In accordance with the agreement Name signed with Tartarus Corrections, a division of the United Defence Logistics, their term of incarceration is now considered complete. They're dead. Yeah, I think they've served their sentence. What the fuck? Good fellow. Yes, many of the subjects still exhibited increased energy levels and compliance, the same euphoric response, but they inevitably crash. Testing clearly suggests that Chem's Compound X has extreme and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SCO2 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, it's to beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lawrence. So good you'll beg for more? Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound, or even ease out the schedule, we could mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the early test subjects off the compound might buy us in time until Chem refines the formula. I need time, Lawrence. Morley, I need you to compile some of the test results from the past month, pull a subset from the reports we forwarded to OCI if you like, so long as there are charts. Make the worst of the mortality reports up front, will you? At the behest of the Office of Creative Incubation, we are now applying varying amounts of unknown solutions to test subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organised schema did you imagine that will miraculously restore scientific rigour to this process? Stick to the current system. Oh, we've already seen that one. The messages. Archived messages. Resignation. Ooh. Lucian, I'm leaving this message to inform you of my resignation from the position of testing supervisor at Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals, effective immediately. I won't be returning to headquarters, and I wouldn't bother chasing that tracking signal unless you want to give the boys and girls in human resources some exercise. I'll warn you once, do not try and find me. Ooh. Admin functions. Override lockdown. Current lot must be overridden at ChemLab as well. Okay, so I've got to go and do the ChemLab section as well.
Look, I've seen some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last.
Yep. Did you going through your old arse and you're going to put it on Twitter? Go for it. Thank you for the hydration reminder as well. Yeah, what they did here was inexcusable.
All this cruelty done to regular working folks without even a shred of regret. And what's dogging me is... why? They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
I can't believe they did this.
Someone's gotta do something about this. Gotta hold folks to account. Maybe it should be us.
I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal, whatever it holds.
Yep. Only one way to find out where this leads. Come on. Now says, fuck off Monster Hunter World. I hate expedition hunts because the monster can leave. I fainted, so I used that time to get a trap and tranks, and I fucked letting it leave the locale. They're worse than you, DJ. These guys are pretty bad. Testing design office. Okay, can't go through there. Oral scanner. Oh, right. So my journal has now just finished that quest and it's back on to going the other way. Okay, cool. Cool. Can't open that yet. Is there anything through there? There is stuff through here.
We getting out of here? Good.
Yep, we're going. We're leaving this place and we're going back to the other one. Oh, there's a terminal. HIA visitation protocols. The Human Auditing and Inquiry Facility is a dedicated research facility and houses a considerable quantity of hazardous materials, machinery and personnel. As such, no external visitors are to be permitted at any time absent express written permission from the HIA testing supervisor, Dr. Marion Blakesley. If you suspect a visitor does not have the appropriate credentials, please observe the following procedures. 1. Stay calm. 2. Notify nearby security personnel of your suspicions. 3. Wait for security personnel and or equipment to finish disposing of the visitor. 4. Complete an incident report per official guidelines. Remember to use Spacer's Choice approved formatting and language. At no point should you leave your workstation unattended. Leaving your workstation unattended will be considered a severe security breach and may result in a fine and or summary termination of your employment with Spacer's Choice. Your supervisor has posted the following addendums. Right, that's the official shit. If we do get visitors, inform me at once. They're from outer departments. If it's Dr. Ambrose, don't get in her way, but log her every move. If it's Clarence mostly, keep him at reception. I'll come down in person to see this lawgiver miracle for myself. If Jasper Low or anyone else from Chem turns up, let them stew at reception. I'll send Assistant Morley down there eventually. Ah. DJ, like I can do pretty much messed up stuff like that. Yeah. HIA is in lockdown until further notice. Do not let anyone into the facility until the escaped volunteers are located. I'm going to check volunteer induction for any sign of our fugitives. If you receive any keycard access notifications in the next 20 minutes, ignore them. Okay. Drawing postponed. Temu made food. Be right back. Go for it, Tomoto. Food will be nice to grab after these 2 streams, I think. Yeah, I think after Borderlands, I'll, do a bit of tidying up, put some food on, have a nice meal, and then later tonight, Bioshock Infinite. Sounds like a plan, Batman. HIA facility rear exterior. Okay. This music isn't nice anymore. No, it's gotten a lot more sinister now. So I need to go all the way over there. Now, I want to loot this area first, and then I'll travel over to the OCI lower exterior. Then run. From going through all that. It's gone a little bit on the tainted side. So here's the thing though. What's going to be worse? Having gone through that, or having gone to the place where, they make the formulas?
Looks like someone had a real fondness for sticky notes. What were they doing all the way back here?
That's a lot of sticky notes. Yoink. The exhilarating adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the invasion of the flesh-eating sprats, issue 3 of 4. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the scarlet spine is the word "and." After pacifying the Canid threat, rejuvenated hero Archibald Excelsior is deployed to the subterranean metropolis of Hephaestus to quell the rise of supervillainous a cappella band the Sprat Pack, where a new foe arrives to stop him. Buff Hardman, acquisition agent of Super Dark Reclamation, will stop at nothing to acquire Hephaestus Mining's productive corporate enclave for his shadowy shipping concern. When Excelsior interferes with Hardman's plan to mind control the Sprat Pack, Hardman turns his dastardly mind control ray on Excelsior. Will our mustachioed hero free his mind from Hardman's power with his newly healed heart intact? What the fuck was that? A Dreamtime stabbed through a pack of that. Okay. Virgil Sharp's datapad. Birdie. Lord damn it, Birdie. Why did I tell you about pestering Maurice? He's not interested. If you scare him off the project, you're gone. I don't care if you're my kid sister. We need his research. We don't need you. Got it? Good. I took a look at his preliminary schedule you sent over. You got all the tasks tracked, but the timing is off. For one thing, you have me finishing the metal casings fabrication after the package is supposed to be complete. Find me at my workstation in the mines near OCI when you get off shift. I'll go over the rest of my criticism in person. By the marvellous moustache of Excelsior, Gil. P.S. How long do we have to keep saying that? It's ridiculous. Welcome back, Emoto. I'd rather it be sticky notes than actual human notes. Yeah. Got veggies and fish. Well, half of that statement is nice, Moto. Oh, right, okay. You wouldn't get hungry from that mention. You're right. Wow. Wouldn't get hungry from... for that food in particular, at least. Wait, need spice. I was about to make a Frank Herbert reference. Oh, ow. So I'm now further away. At the same time, well, I'm further away as the crow flies, but at least now it's pretty much the straight path. Kill them all before they even activate it. Oh wait, no, there's one left. Missed him. Didn't that time. Welcome back, Emoto. There's things over there. I don't know what they are. Where is that on the map? Leads down to a whole different thing. I'm just going to keep on going with where I'm going now. Then again, oh, I can go up there. Oh no, I know what waits up that way. My brain, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 Spice Boys girls is going to be Ice Ice Babies. No, I was still thinking of Frank Herbert when Spice is mentioned. Oh, I really can't wait for the Dune remake to come out. Oh, it's going to be so good. Such a good looking film. I do not get enthused by films all that often. Oh, it's a infected primal. That was not where I was aiming at all, game. Well, he's flying. Whoa, Jesus.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
Something tells me that glowing thing was not supposed to be there. Who is that? Oh, Frank Herbert. He is a science fiction... Well, he was a science fiction author. He wrote the Dune book. And then his son carried on the rest of the Dune series. The book is good. It's very heavily political. The film isn't bad. The mini-series is good. Some of the following games are iffy because they mostly went to real-time strategy games. What's it got to do with spice? So basically, in his sci-fi universe, it all centers around a sand-coated planet called Dune, or known as also Arrakis. There is a compound there known as the spice, and the spice is the only thing that can facilitate faster than light travel. So, you know, everything there's a massive war based on that.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
Play Dr. Low's audio recording.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Low.
I really wish I hadn't heard that. That's... No thanks. That's a jingle I could definitely have done without hearing. Oh, that was awful. It was very awful. Still got another hour of this before I go into Borderlands as well. I don't know why it is. Like, The Outer Worlds is the only game where I'm enjoying it, and it feels like time does not go as quickly as it should do. Cherry Jam says that was brilliant. He just needed more corporate pride. That'll be the Spacer's Choice official reply. Yeah.
Spacer's Choice's top lab coats made their wonder drug.
Oh, and of course, there's automechanicals. Always automechanicals. Let's just sell some weapons. I think I just sold. Yeah, I did. I just sold off a unique weapon. That's fine. I don't care. I'll leave it. Selling everything so I can loot this whole area anew. Urgent notification. This urgent notification brought to you by the Spacer's Choice automated subversive behavior notification system. Please be informed that one or more of the following high priority conditions are likely to be active in your office or workplace. 1. Escaped primals. Saw those already. 2. Unlawful discussion of subversive cultural material. 3. Extended and unauthorized breaks. Please notify your superior immediately. If you're a designated supervisor of this workplace, this message constitutes your official notification. This is an automated response. Please do not respond directly to this message. Well. Jasper, I've been taking your messages at my terminal like you asked. This one's for management though. Please take a look at this. I could get in trouble for deleting it. Dr. Low, I speak for everyone at the OCI when I express my disappointment in your work ethic. The quality of Compound X harvested and enriched at your laboratory falls well below Spacer's choice standards. It is my professional opinion that the quality of one's work reflects the quality of one's spirit. Lazy workers deliver lazy work. Round up your researchers. Fire 1 in 10. I expect you and your remaining researchers to deliver the next bunch of chemicals to HIA under an accelerated timetable. These measures may seem punitive, even harsh. They are. I am instilling discipline in your team. One day, I'd like to imagine you'll thank me. Jasper, I know you told me not to bother you when you're working, but I'm running out of options. I understand you're busy, so I've boiled down a list of my concerns into simple yes-no questions. Just respond with Y or N. 1. Did you read Goodfellow's letter? 2. Am I on the chopping block? 3. Has security talked to you about some type of corporate spy in our ranks? 3A. Is there a spy? 4. Did you know Padilla's heart gave out after a 72-hour shift? 4A. Are you attending the wake? I've got staff coming to the reception desk looking for answers. What am I supposed to tell them? It's not the best choice, it's the only choice we've got? Are you going to respond? N. Best response ever. N. Chief, I found a key in a locker by the lavatories. The key belongs to Dr. Low. Please retrieve the key and return it to him. I do it myself, but Dr. Low can be pretty paranoid. If I show up at his door with a key in hand, he'll assume I stole it in order to fabricate a reason to check up on him. Fair. Okay, so we have automechanicals and marauder corpses. My response, N. I can't hear it, but I can see the subtitles, so I'm just, going to read the subtitles. Switch on laboratory security systems. Oh, great.
Now, hold on. I thought this place was supposed to be abandoned.
That's gotta be our pal from the OCI, right? I'm starting to wonder what they're hiding.
I love how annoyed Parvati is about that. Pick up hat, wide-brimmed. I'm starting to think that the bounty hunter guy that was, supposedly here with and is missing an arm. I'm starting to think that he might be that guy. Don't ask me why, but I've just got this weird inkling. Oh well, it's quite a wide arena out here. That's not much of a security device. I suppose, we'll find out more as I get closer to it, but... Oh, sentries. Pop. 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 Oh, okay. It's like still going. Wow. Oh look, there's the other thing. I want to continue drawing, put food on. Eat the food, then continue drawing. Main lab. Not sure I want to be in here, but hey, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, hi. Pop. Love when the physics glitch out and the enemy NPCs go flying. Oh yeah. Seems to happen a lot more when you're in time dilation. Just, you know, further reason to keep using it. Well, stuff in here got smashed up quite thoroughly. As did the Marauders. Run diagnostics. Diagnostic could not complete. Irreversible damage to processing unit. Irreversible damage to memory retrieval. Research data on samples, refinements, effects, side effects not found, and also quality of life improvements also not found. Ah. I really don't want the stream to end. You're already scared of the next one if you have to leave. Oh, this one's still got about 40 minutes or so until I switch over to the next game, so you've still got that, Tomoto. Open last entry of starting. To whom it may concern, this morning I and my colleagues gathered in the reception hall. Every 10th staff member at the laboratory was released from service. I am one of them. My indenturement contract to Spacer's Choice, which stipulates a lifetime of productive service as a researcher in the field of organic chemistry, has been terminated. I have served Spacer's Choice for most of my life. Working at the Gorgon facility is the highlight of my career. If I leave Gorgon, I will have nowhere else to go. Because my contract guaranteed my work for the duration of my life, to end that contract is tantamount to ending my life. If you have the power to reconsider your decision, I ask you kindly to reconsider. I am willing to work without pay if necessary. This job is all I have. Please allow me to fortify my spirit by continuing to work. Okay. Generally finds almost exclusively happens in TTD. Actually, there were 1 or 2 times an enemy just flat out disappeared after you exited TTD. Yeah, I think I've seen that as well. It's always hilarious seeing what happens in TTD, especially when you've got the perk that means headshot kills cause a slight explosive effect as well. Dr. Law, I'm afraid I don't know where your research notes are. I searched materials processing and discreetly asked the receptionist, but nothing turned up. If I had to guess, you left them in the basement laboratory. I ventured down there myself, but you know how I feel about primals. I apologise for looking into my constitution. Sir, if your research notes do turn up in the basement, may I ask that you think favourably on when the OCI asks you for a budget review. Word around the lab is that Goodfellow and Word around the lab is that Goodfellow and the other leaders at the OCI want to make some of the deep cuts in our staff. If there's any truth to this rumour, I hope you'll remember that I've always supported your desire to find a better, safer version of AT. Lovely explosions, yes, I wholly agree. And thank you for the hydration reminder, DJ. And welcome back. Which seems to be the best way to announce when you're here or when you come back, is just by telling me to drink something.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
I love the morals of my team. Can we please? Wow, that's a lot of text. Dr. Low, I think I speak for all my colleagues in the laboratory when I say I'm worried about the OCI's treatment of our facilities. I can understand dismissing 10% of our staff as a punitive measure. I can understand cutting our deadlines in half to motivate us. But, and forgive me, Dr. Low, but I can't understand demanding that we send human inquiry our untested compounds. Many of these compounds aren't tested because we know they're failures. Increasing production means proportionately decreasing quality of enrichment, which means lower compatibility with human metabolism, which means higher rate and intensity of dangerous and potentially lethal side effects. Compound X is a highly complicated formula harvested from the waste of xenocytes. It's complicated because, unlike over 50% of Space's Choice nutritional catalogue, the compound was not designed for human consumption. Only over 50%! If the good people at OCI understand the complexity of the compound we're dealing with, there's a chance they'll give us the time and resources we need. We just need to get them to understand. This is a problem with miscommunication, Jasper. Just let me go up there and give them a presentation. I'll use markers and everything. What do you think? Can we do this? You've eaten, go and draw more. Go for it, Tomoto. DJ, you've just seen Brett's tweet with cats. Excuse me. If that's a recent tweet, then I've not seen it. If it was from last night, I think, or early this morning, then yes, I've seen it, and it's adorable. Dr. Pahlavi. The OCI are comprised by a gaggle of carrion feeders. You go up there with your markers and your charts and your diagrams, and they'll chew the flesh off your bones and then charge me for the meal. It's absolutely critical that I finish my research in peace, and as soon as possible without interference from the OCI. So in answer to your questions, no, we fucking can't. Ah! Personal files. Today we received our updated timetable from management, courtesy of Mr. Goodfellow. 6-week deadlines are now 3-week deadlines. Some of my colleagues have been sacrificing sleep in order to meet these deadlines. Others have been medicating themselves with very small doses of enriched compound X in order to combat the fatigue. Work fortifies the spirit, so we will carry on. I count myself fortunate to have been spared in the decimation. My former colleagues have nowhere to go. Their departure corresponded with a few critical doses of enriched compound X disappearing from storage. Correlation does not imply causation, so I will not imply theft. I am concerned by the side effects of compound X. Even if its refined state, repeated use damages the synaptic patterns of the brain. Paranoia, violence, psychosis, and intense anxiety will haunt a repeated user for the rest of their short lives. Our enrichment process does not combat the side effects of compound X. We were close to a breakthrough, but the damage to our research terminals is irreversible. My hope is that human inquiry will see the effects of this compound in their own tests and report these tests to creative incubation. If incubation is as chilled by those results as I am, they may provide us with more time and more resources. Hope Flippy's going to use markers. That's a winning presentation right there. I know, right? It's always the markers that do it. And hello, Ed, with the cool Tem emote. Oh, God. A moment of silence for my recent batch of enriched compound X. The elegant complexity of your molecular structure manifested in the hallucination of my own sleep-deprived mind. 30% lower rate of addiction, 75% compatible with human metabolism, and with a side effect coefficient of just 0.65. You were our most promising compound yet. Human inquiry would have been delighted to pour you into a syringe and stick you inside a test subject. You were destroyed in an unplanned sabotage event, which is to say that Mr. Most of these fancy tables couldn't predict this would happen. You were almost perfect. Our lab will never see the likes of you again. Compound X is notoriously difficult to enrich. Its molecular structure is fussy. In small doses, the compound does provide a massive boost to energy and productivity. The clever buggers at OCI do not seem to understand this principle, and have asked us to increase our dosage with every batch. High dosage compound X is even harder to enrich, and a poorly enriched, poverty-stricken chemical has none of the protective layers that inhibit dangerous side effects. So what we have is a cocktail of very bad side effects chased down with one massive rush of euphoric energy. Pleasant, but incredibly dangerous. I can only hope HIA's reports agree with my assessment. Well. Well. Nothing I can't unlock because I didn't put every single point I have into lockpick. I was too much more concerned with making my guns better.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack, and you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, alright? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Okay. So basically, what the fuck was that meeting about drugs about? Basically, the adrenotime drug that they've been working on led to people turning into psychotic murderous marauders. and they were trying to get it to work better, but then the corporations of Halcyon got involved, and it just went even worse. Because, you know, that's how things happen in this game. And both of the two departments are blaming each other for it. Lovely. Yeah, pretty much.
Go! Don't mess with us.
Material processing. Ooh, this is not going to be good. This is really not going to be good. Halcyon said more, and Space's Choice said sure, but Adrena Time said nah. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, another vote for Mimoto's aunt. Hey! New maximum level. I think. I'm pretty sure that's new maximum. Judging by the fact that the XP bar is now empty, I'd say that's, yeah, maximum level now. Like that, and then... there we go. Oh, no perks. Of course, no perks. What's going on? Emoto is drawing Baby Annie and has been asking for
nice
guidance and plans as to how to draw him.
The effects of Compound X are inescapable. The refined excrement of the xenocyte life form. It's a fine powder, very fine. It finds its way into absolutely everything. Even in the water now, and the air. It settles like a veil over all of Gorgon. The laboratory techs get the worst of it. We all appreciated the boost to mood and productivity at first, but we're at each other's throats in an instant now. I've had to break up 2 fistfights this week alone. This aggression must be inherent to the formula, to Compound X. How do I stop it?
Is it just me, or are they basically refining primal poo? Gross. Motor's now saying, what kind of clothes should Annie wear? Sweater with hood, normal sweater and hat, or earmuffs? No, that's the layers under the coat, so the sweater itself won't be seen beyond the part of it, part of his head. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know what sensible winter attire is, because winter attire for me is t-shirt and jeans. All these are sensible. It's a question of preference. My preference is none of those because they sound too warm for me. This is why the vote goes to people who are not me. Probably the Swedish approach to winter. Pretty much, yes. I got some very weird looks when I was in Germany, when I was like 3 feet of snow on the ground. I was around in t-shirts and jeans. I was like, I'm fine. Ed's voting for the earmuffs. This is an automated message triggered by the Spacer's Choice Contingency Management Program. Please do not respond to this message. Congratulations! Contingency number 77-1, Abundance of Raw Material, is now in effect. Due to a higher than projected volume of Compound X harvested in this laboratory, your production quotas have been raised by 200%. Please bear in mind that bi-weekly quota reviews are automatically generated and forwarded to Project Gorgon Administration and the Office of Creative Incubation. Any dereliction in production will be reflected in your review. Yep, for earmuffs. I'm going to put my vote in for earmuffs as well, just because. Open last entry. Experimental log, S. Dunlop, Junior Researcher. Experimental enrichment of Compound X, attempt 89. What kind of earmuffs? Any suggestions? Or either put bows on it or animal ears? I didn't even know there's different kinds of earmuffs. I don't wear earmuffs. 1134. Expose Compound X sample to N-ray concentrate for 30 seconds. 1136. Consulted research notes. Notes incomplete and damaged. 1139. Expose Compound X sample to N-ray concentrate for 60 seconds. 1145. Sample failed. Toxicity level highs disposed. 1150. Expose Compound sample X for attempt 90. 112. Woke up. Fell asleep at table. 119. Sample failed. Overexposure to lab atmosphere. Toxicity level high disposed. Researcher's addendum. Unplanned sabotage event destroyed any relevant research notes. Forced to rely on outdated notes. Expected time lost 6 to 16 months. Attempt to replicate research unsuccessful. We'll try again after resting eyes for a minute. Ed thinks big pink fluffy ones with bunny ears. Well, there you go. That's much more helpful than anything I've done. Bit of an easy way of getting around that.
Oh, traps ahead. Maybe behind, too. Traps just about everywhere, Captain.
Big pink fluffy moths with big bows on them. I'm sorry, what? Either there were two traps on top of each other, or they really... Okay. I'm surprised. Very helpful, Pavati, thank you. No, there are just two mines there. Okay, bunny ears and bows then. That works. Oh. That would be why. Let's go workbench. Oh yeah, definitely maximum level. So it's point of interest to go to workbench, but didn't award me any XP for it. Override authorizations in there, okay. At least we're just dealing with loads of traps here, rather than, you know, all the gross stuff that we had before. Can I tinker? I still don't have enough bits. Oh well. That I could. Should probably repair it though. And then break down the excess. No. Out there. Oh, that's a lot of automechanicals down there. Okay. And that's a hole to get down there as well. I really don't want to fall down that. At least not yet. Tanaka's Peacekeeper. Okay. Right, now we use the terminal. Security office status. Access restricted. All password protection has been disabled by order of Lawrence Goodfellow. Privacy is a privilege and must be earned. Lift access. Hey. Oh. Hack 65. Can I get my hack up? No. Not by plus 10 at least. At least I don't think I've got anything to do by plus 10. Nope. Okay, now next vote for his next scarf or tall sweater collar. Scarf. Mechanical status. I cannot. I can't disable them. Oh dear. Please explain. Dr. Low, I'm going to have to take the researcher's side on this one. Your absence during the emergency is conspicuous. I don't want to report to you because I don't want corporation auditors scheduling interviews with the entire staff while we're trying to meet a deadline. The unplanned sabotage event already halted experimentation and development. Excuse me. We're trying to get our operations running again, and we could use all the help we can get. Already down one staff member, St. Germain's gone, you know why. You owe this team an explanation to any number of grievances. Your absence is the most urgent one, but I'll take an explanation as to why there are primals being held in the caverns near our waste disposal site. They're your primals, aren't they? Ah. Mr. Tanaka, no, I can't explain the primals. Primals defy explanation. They're a miracle of evolutionary adaptation and a treasure trove of interesting genetic material. I'm not going to explain my alleged absence either. This is because I'm not absent at all. My presence is simply implicit in the work of my researchers. The researchers still employed in this department are skilled and more than capable of repairing any damage done by alleged saboteur. Please don't bother me again with trivial problems. You are the security chief. Stick to securing things, including but not limited to the safety of the lab and my privacy. Warm regards and pleasant felicitations. Dr. Low, I've just finished filing my official report on the unplanned sabotage event. Unfortunately, filing a report on a sabotage event requires me to also include a list of captured, apprehended and neutralized saboteurs. Company policy. No list means I'm getting arrested for dereliction of duty and you're getting penalized for hiring me. Saboteurs is plural. I can't include Mr. St. Germain's name and be done with it. As a last resort, I have been forced to include the names of all former employees whose contracts were recently terminated in the decimation. These researchers are no longer part of Project Gorgon and will likely not survive without a job, so I may as well use their names to save our jobs. I filed my report last night and haven't been able to sleep since, so to let you know that I will be filing for transfer at the end of the next cycle. Well, it's time to go and deal with all these automechanicals. I'm going to save before I do that. How long am I going to be on? Until 6 PM our time. Because I've got this for another half an hour or so, and then I'm going to be switching to Borderlands for 3 hours. Simple enough. That sounds like a primal. Don't need that.
So, this is where that uppity lab coat worked, huh?
Gross. Already gross.
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite the hostility of their surroundings. No, they require adversity to thrive. Perhaps that's why our bodies react to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
This is sick. I can't bear it any longer.
Well, I'm glad. I've been looking forward to punching the sprat fuck in the throat.
I love Ellie. Oh, thank you for the hydration to both DJ and Ed. There's one. And two. DJ's back on your iPad. And yes, Ed announces with another hydration request. And Scarf has been added. Admin functions. Override lockdown. It's open! Yay! Return to root. Messages. Incoming messages. Pursuant to last week's incident, new security practices are now in effect. All lab personnel must tidy their workstations at the end of their shift, close and lock all drawers, safe, closets, vents and lab doors before leaving for the day. All visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any laboratory tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand combat must also be accompanied by a member of the security team. All confidential information must remain as such. Do not discuss the nature of your work outside or inside the lab, except to warn peers of imminent danger, such as fire, chemical spill or suspicious corporate espionage. Suspected corporate espionage, I should say. All laboratory techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. All laboratory tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with a sane person more than once will be reminded to Space's Choice Human Resources Re-Education and Reallocation Department. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session pre-approved by me, do not speak to the fucking journalists. Fair. Jasper, I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, even by SC standards. Priantha and I performed a handful of autopsies in this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that of a young man in his early 20s, we noted a degree of grey matter loss one would expect to see in a man of 70. His brain had also atrophied to a shocking extent, again as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that of a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep. After 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, she was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality, yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incident of violence among the volunteer population. We might attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, though I'm doubtful that will be efficacious. Violence aside, I'm growing increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. What do you think? Violence aside. The materials we work with are dangerous and will result in permanent injury, disfigurement or madness when handled for extended periods. Therefore, all laboratory personnel will now report to the project physician, Dr. Priantha LeBlanc, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluations. I do this out of an abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical records, so I will know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you to his office myself. Excuse me. Outgo messages. 1. These days I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by SC standards. SC standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, and SC sees 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. SC is going to try and push us to turn these hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is hampered forming, and SC is going to see an increase in demand for a never-ending supply of xenocyte waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage, and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. As long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there's a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some of the dangerous side effects. That's going to take time, a lot more time than corporate realizes. Oh, and another employee termination. Effective immediately, Herbert St. Germain is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice PR&D division. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. Ew, okay, so he's not been fired, he's been, well, something was fired through him. Mr. St. Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. It's only thanks to swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. I understand that Mr. St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanour. That is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similarly friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately. We are shifting all of Mr. St. Germain's remaining tasks to the other laboratory technicians. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave or discussing his departure will be remanded to Space's Choice's Human Resources Re-Education and Reallocation Department. Wow.
Since we've been traveling together, we've visited a lot of places that set my teeth on edge. This here makes my skin crawl.
I've seen some reckless operations, but here, it's like they were trying to get people killed.
Something went very wrong.
Worse than wrong, Captain. Catastrophic. And a whole lot of ordinary people who trusted them ended up dead.
Still, Spacer's Choice spent a fortune on this place. Filled it with the best and brightest lab coats they could find, and this is what they came up with?
They were pushed to do the impossible by people who weren't accountable. Yeah, pretty much.
That might have been enough for me back in Edgewater, but after all we've seen of Halcyon, Captain, someone should have said no.
Knowing how Byzantines treat failure like it's catching, I can see why Minnie'd want to clear the family name.
I want to see what else the investigation digs up. Ah, the journal. The journal is now nearby. Oh. Why are you not giving me the storage key? Why is the storage key not nearby? Well, I'm guessing that's, yeah, we're in a limited little location.
It'd be a relief to see the stars again. This cave's making me all jumpy.
Okay, code added, last vote. Shorts and thigh-high socks, tights with leg warmers, or normal trousers? Normal trousers. How boring. Yes, but also very practical. Who wears shorts and thigh-high socks in winter? We've got tights and leg warmers there. But still, such a weird thought. Shorts and thigh-high socks in winter with nothing underneath the shorts. No. Pokey, these endgame big daddies aren't just big daddies, these are robust fathers. Yeah, the end game of Bioshock 1 on survival mode is a little bit extreme when they make the jump to the elites. otherwise short sights and leg warmers. That could work better, but still, you know, weird. The electric fling. Georgie hid a phonograph in the locker at the garbage processing outpost in the waste processing ravine. It's a side quest. Oh, I like side quests. So we're going to do the side quest before we can deal with the main stuff. It's over there. Okay, we are not going down there. Toxic runoff. Do not approach unless ordered to do so by your supervisor. Basically, you just want the cute jorts sticking out from under the coat because layers equals adorbs and fluffy. I will leave that to your judgment, Emoto. Wow. Just going to leave those alone. Trash dump. They look cute. What, primals? I mean, I suppose, in a way. I've seen people's apartments that look similar to this. Garbage processing log. Day 1. First day on a new job. I can't believe this. What a joy to be here. What a sudden and complete surprise to be promoted to head garbage processing officer. It would be nice if there were another officer here to teach me the job, but I guess he fell into the feed chute last week. I've made a note not to do this. Note for future, do not fall into a chute. Very friendly little things. No. They ain't friendly. This journal entry is pretty fucked, I can imagine already. Day 2. I'm starting by reading all available notation regarding the trash compactor. If Spacer's Choice believes that I, a humble chemist, am suited to such lofty work, then I will do my best to succeed at it. Unfortunately, the operating manual for the compactor is covered in bloodstains, which makes it difficult to understand. Okay. Day 3. Compactor was making weird noises today. I thought it was a problem with the compression chamber, so I spent most of the afternoon troubleshooting with the manual. Turns out a sprat had got into the hopper. Okay. Day 5. The emergency stop does not work. Ooh dear. Day 8. My arms are killing me. And my back. And let's see. Yep, my shoulders. Most of me aches. I thought this was supposed to get easier. Guess I'm not used to physical labour yet. I'm seriously considering microdosing with Adrenatime. Maybe once they've gotten a few more of the kinks sorted out, assuming the idiots over at the chem lab haven't stopped bickering long enough to do their jobs. Day 19. What am I even doing here? I'm a chemist, for law's sake. I don't know how any of this works. I'm surprised I have both arms left. Not that anyone else comes by the shack to notice. Day 33. I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's going to read it. No one has any intention of reading it. It's pen and paper. They could at least pretend to give a flying fish sticks and give me a data log. This is sprat shit. Day 52. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat, just to see what it would look like. I should have felt disgusted, but when I looked at the end result, I didn't feel a thing. Worrying already. Day 76. Is there something I'm meant to do to maintain the machine? Maybe oil it or something? Day 100. What a milestone. Day 101. Made a game out of lobbing sprats into the compactor's hopper. Gave myself extra points for the live ones. What have I become? Okay. Day 140. I wonder what it would look like to run a mantis swarm through the feed chute. What would it look like all crushed down to a tiny cube? Okay. Day 183. Got a message from the mine to come out and clean up some kind of cargo rail incident. Had to trek all the way out there just to tell them I don't deal with fluids. Morons. Day 211. Here's me at my lowest. I've been picking out the most hazardous trash I can find and am saving it up to do something nasty to Clarence's place. Need to figure out which room is his. Okay, day 231. What if I just dove in there? Lord, that would hurt. Imagine how slowly and painfully it would crush my body down into juice and meat and shards of bone. Day 269. The mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. Like I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. Bodily fluids are outside my wheelhouse. Any bodily fluids from compressing organic materials are just incidental. Day 275. I'm done with this log. I'm done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill out across the canyon and drown out everything and everyone. I can only hope. That's just really concerning. Ed, you like this guy? I'm not surprised. Hey, there's the thing I needed.
Tell me about the production of adrenatime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs? And such specific questions. Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
Ooh, someone got found out. Pokey. Sees guy get crushed into a meat cube. God, I wish that were me. Yeah, that's a millennial mood right there. Ed thinks he seems like a nice person. A little twisted. At Halcyon, heaven awaits. Anything's got to be better than life at Halcyon. Right, just open that up and that. And considering it's, well, beyond 10 to 3, I am going to save first. Experiment Belarus. Yep. Overwrite. Yes. Save. And I am going to cut to that part of the stream there. So I'm going to go on be right back status. I'm going to stretch my legs, relax a bit, and load up Borderlands 3. And at about 3 PM, so top of the hour, I'll be back with Borderlands 3. So everyone take this opportunity to go and get some food, hydrate, stretch your legs, whatever you want to do. Relax for the next bits. I'll see you all in a little bit. Take care.